Hello folks, I'm doing a pre-calculus workshop this year. Pre-calculus is one broad bucket and everything comes under it. Right? So you can call it pre-serious math. And one of the ideas here that I've been thinking about, why do the West talks about pre-calculus quite a lot, India doesn't. It is kind of a bridge between our standard percentages and ratios and basic geometry and integers and fractions and basic algebra to limits, continuity and conic sections and coordinate geometry, trigonometric equations, that. And this pre-calculus is like a bridge towards serious math. And so I've been very fascinated by that. And lots of times I've thought to myself that lot of students who are really good and very comfortable with mathematical ideas till class 8, class 9, class 10, suddenly find a jump between 10th and 11th, or between your school thing to the JEE or the competitive exam world, that gap to be a bridge too far. And so the conceptual depth that is needed to grab onto that extra tougher, trickier learning bit is not available. And so in many ways, this course is a mechanism to kind of bridge that. And what am I talking about? Till class 7, 8, they learn lots of things. The roots are deep, very they've got a complete intuitive grasp of what they are learning, and it's very comfortable. And what happens is very often is you tack on layer after layer after layer to this. You learn about d by dx of sin x, cos x, limits, continuity, differentiability, all of that. You've learned lots of stuff, but now because your pace of learning is amped up, you've not had time to dwell on ideas. So the above surfaces you've learned, added lots of layers, but below the surface not there. I know mathematics teachers who become fiercely uncomfortable the moment we talk about f double dash of x or f dash of x. Like, I know the funda, but I don't know why calculus does that. What is differential? I don't know that. And so what we want to do is to make sure that from this journey to this journey, we do a lot of time in building the roots, in making the foundation of understanding future ideas really strong. And to create a mechanism where the grasp of fundamentals, pre-calculus, everything that goes before calculus, is so powerfully strong, because once you're on this journey, there's no time. Sometimes when you're preparing, there's no time to pause and reflect and create a deeper understanding. So if you say a discriminant greater than 0, less than 0, what does it mean when you look at the graph? Is something we don't process. Lots and lots of students simply don't know. They know 100% that d by dx of sin x is cos x. But what are we doing here? What is d by dx? What is the notion of a differential? Why should we do it? What is the idea behind it? Why are we suddenly talking about curves and f dash of x and graphs? What the power that is there in the intuitive understanding of fundamentals when you're in class 8, 9, 10 utterly disappears by the time you're in class 11, 12. What we want to do is to make sure that you're super receptive to learning those tougher ideas. When somebody talks about integral calculus, if your fundamentals are super clear, then you're naturally more receptive. I'm not going to cover integral calculus. I'm not going to cover extraordinary difficult conic sections. It's not designed to cover syllabus for what they do later. I think the syllabus will get covered if the roots are strong. And so we're absolutely going to focus on strengthening the foundation, making a thorough, deep impression on an intuitive understanding of everything that feeds into the tougher math. To put it differently, 9th standard, 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard math is at this level, your 11th, 12th at this level, JEE is at this level, and then unwittingly we ask our students, aspirants, youngsters to suddenly make a jump. What we want to do is create a ramp from here to there, but a pleasant ramp, a fun ramp, intense ramp, but which strengthens the fundas, so that the syllabus gets covered whenever it comes. They are ready for it. Right? So, what is the plan for this? Give me a second. What are we going to do? We're going to cover about 8 to 10 topics. We're going to cover quadratic equations, basic trigonometry, coordinate geometry. The syllabus is a lot based on building the framework to get the mind ready for calculus. Right? So it is pre-calculus, a lot of what we do. We're going to take a ton of effort on reinforcing intuitive ideas rather than covering syllabus. I want them to be ready to receive content rather than have a content dump on them. Lots of times the amping up between 8th and 9th, 9th and 10th, 10th and 11th is to do the 11th standard content soon, do the 12th standard thing ahead of time. I don't want to do stuff ahead of time. I want them to be ready whenever it happens. And so the whole idea is to get the minds geared to handle this. We're planning to do about 30 hours, 10 days, 2 weeks, Monday to Friday. We'll have test discussion, theory, all woven in layer upon layer after layer of what we do. It should be fun. It is not like our summer camp. It's not a fun, breezy ride. It's an intense boot camp that gears you to get ready for tougher battles ahead. And so I want the mental map of this to be linked towards boot camp and intense, and not summer camp and breezy. And so it should be fun. It can be intense and fun. We will make it challenging and interesting and somewhat pleasant. We are pretty good at that. So looking forward to seeing quite a few of you there. So enroll now. You can get the course details, everything in the link. Best wishes.